did 186k damage. Ranger with mid-level gear, 17k damage. Healing done. Death Knight at 4k. Priest at 6.2k. This is a showcase for the mod we developed called Party Pulse. And specifically, it's for the Minecraft mod pack Prominence II. Technically, it'll work on any Minecraft server, though, running Fabric. So what it is it has party frames, it has damage meter, it has healing meter, and it has class icon indicators. So we're looking at the CurseForge page here for the project. I'll have all the links in the description of this video below. Technotrolling in this picture is currently playing a priest, displayed as the icon here. So there's a lot of big fights, there's boss fights in Prominence II, and it felt a lot more immersive and kind of like a WoW MMO when we could see each other's health and see who is contributing to the fights. So to get to this menu in game, you're going to want to type /pulse space menu. The project is also seen on GitHub if you want to dive into the code. This needs to run on your client, and it also needs to run on the server. Let's start with the client, your computer. Look for this path where Prominence II is installed on your computer. I'm using the CurseForge launcher. So in my Windows computer, it's under C users, my name, CurseForge, Minecraft instances. So this is all the mods in your game, and I have Party Pulse here. Next, it does need to be on the server because the requirement as part of the spells and special abilities. If you're looking at your parent directory on your server under files, then you want to go into mods, and then it has all the jar files for all your mods. So just drag and drop the same file into here that you also installed on your client. Let's open up the game. This is the default look of the party frames in the top left. You can see my player icon. You can see my red book. That is the Death Knight, the Blood Death Knight class book. So that is updated through your trinkets. So if I open up my trinkets here, I need to find my book. It's usually at the top. Tome of Vampiric Knowledge. Notice if I remove the book, it refreshes, and it now shows nothing in that space. I'm essentially classless. Health bars, of course, you can change the width. You can change the shadow behind the numbers if it's difficult for you to see. Next, let's just run through some default hotkeys. You can press Ctrl End to cycle between party and nearby. And we just mentioned party is for players online in your OpenPack parties or guild. And then nearby would be anyone in the server within 128 blocks. So maybe you don't want to see everyone online. You just want to see everyone nearby you. You can cycle through that. So to cycle through the damage meter, healing meter, you hold down Control and press Home. Type /pulse menu. You get not only the same filter controls for what is being displayed, but you get additional settings for how to arrange the frames. Top left, top right, bottom right. You can make it so the top DPS is always at the top. You can make it so the top DPS is at the top, except for you, you're always at the top. Maybe you don't want to see any numbers. You just want to see the health bars. You can turn that completely off. Press scores off. Let's demonstrate it in action. You'll notice the damage meter going up. I'm using a spear. It's not my Death Knight weapon. If I start to use some spells, it should start to go up by pressing Control Home to get to healing done. So if I go back to the zombie, my health is at 190. I'm going to let him hit me a couple times. Okay, there we go. 184, 181. I'm going to press 1 for Death Strike, my primary healing ability. It shoots up to 512. Okay, here we go. 473 health. Take the health flask. Whoa, it just jumped up from 90 to 150 healing done. It should also count self-healing through food, but you know, that's very minor if you're playing with a proper priest and paladin. Tonight we are going into a big boss fight, and I have used AI to help me buff all the boss encounters to make it a lot harder because we wanted the challenge of requiring the Holy Trinity. We wanted like a 5-man group for these bosses, require a tank, priest, and damage. All right, so we're all here. We gotta wait for it to hatch or something, right? He has 283,000 health. I don't know how to keep GamerDad alive, though. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Ooh, GG's. GamerDad at 800 healing. He must have been, like, eating a lot of food. Regeneration food, I guess. There's other tricks, like my backpack.